afternoon with a high of 36. Tuesday will have intervals of clouds and sunshine with a high of 42. With your AccuWeather forecast, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
From local sports to national newsmakers, this is the show everybody is talking about. Live from the Granite State, it's Mike and the Hoss on the Pulse of New Hampshire.
Good morning and welcome to the Mike and the Hoss Show, powered by the M Shop on the Pulse of New Hampshire. I'm Mike Danae, and alongside Charlie Hossack, we are Mike and the Hoss. Happy Valentine's Day, Charlie.
Happy Valentine's Day to
another
you,
year
Mike.
where you didn't get me a Valentine's Day gift.
Happy Valentine's to you as well, dog.
Dog's rocking the Mike and the Hoss t-shirt today.
Yeah, looking sharp. Yeah, very nice. None of us are wearing red or pink or anything like that, although we should be. It's just, but for us, it's another Saturday. It's another day. It's another day at the rink later today for both of us.
Yep,
So,
and it's our first day without football.
It is our first day without football.
I think I mentioned it last week. Obviously, real quick, Patriots lost in the Super Bowl. They didn't play well, blah, blah, blah. Congratulations, Seattle.
Yeah.
I had fatigue. I had fatigue with the coverage, and I know that's being spoiled.
Yeah.
I know that, and I get it, but I did. I had fatigue. I'm not sad right now, and usually every other year I'm sad when football season ends.
Yeah.
I'm not that sad. I'm ready to talk about other things.
You're okay for a break, and you're probably looking forward to Major League Baseball.
I actually am.
Yeah.
And that's part of the things I want to talk about today.
I mean, you're right, and it's I had this conversation the other day with some people. I love football, no doubt about it. NFL, love football, all in on it, but I'm ready. You're right. I'm kind of ready. It's kind of like I'm ready for not only am I ready for a change of sports season, I'm ready for a change of season. I want spring to come. And it's just, you're right. There's been some football fatigue.
The past few years, the Pats have been out of it, no, seriously, by Thanksgiving.
I was going to say the end of November.
They've been out of it. And so, you turn the page, you're talking about other teams, you're talking about the sport in general.
Sure.
This year it was Patriots until February 6th or whatever that day was.
Yeah.
And I get tired of it. It wasn't too much. Again, I know we're talking from a very spoiled vantage point here.
We are.
Because Cleveland Browns fans,
right?
We're done at Christmas.
Yeah.
So I get it. But it's just I'm so looking forward to talking about the Red Sox. I have some optimism. We're going to talk about the Olympics. Josh Spalding's going to be calling in again
from Italy
to give us some updates. Even basketball. I have some takes on basketball. I have some compliments to the NBA that I'm going to share in our opening takes.
That's great. Yeah.
I think that's a first.
That's great because it is. It is. All NBA All-Star Weekend.
Yeah, I could care less.
So I know that, but it's a little break. NHL is on break. The NBA now.
I think the NBA made a good move, and we'll get to it in opening takes. In terms of writing some wrong direction that the league was going. Yeah, and I'm gonna pat them on the back.
Yeah, and when we get into that, it'll be interesting to see should other leagues do something similar.
It's also going to be a topic of our poll question, so please listen in and we can get that. All right, Mike and the Hoss is powered by the Yum Yum Shop, located in the heart of downtown Wolfboro, and can be found on the Pulse of New Hampshire radio stations and all over the world on the Pulse of New Hampshire app. You can always catch up and listen to our previous shows on the Pulse Podcast Network, Spreaker, Audible, Amazon Music, and wherever you get your podcasts. The Yum Yum Shop has over 100 varieties of fresh baked goods, including 6 different types of bread and a full-service ice cream bar, and, of course, their most famous item, the gingerbread cookie. Make sure to visit the Yum Yum Shop the next time you're in Wolfboro or online at yumyumshop.com. While you're there, enter the discount code of Mike and the Hoss to receive 20% off a Gingy Box. Then you can join our conversation, 603-228-2080. That is 603-228-2080. And a special thank you to the Heinz Group of Philadelphia and London for sponsoring our Facebook Live and YouTube Live feed. And you obviously can catch us there. And social media, Charlie?
Yeah, you can find us on X. You can find us on Instagram, of course, right here on Facebook.
All right, opening takes brought to you by the Back Bay Boathouse,
where you can enjoy delicious food and drinks right next to the lake. Don't forget to order the $5 Mike and the Hoss penalty box during happy hour, Monday through Friday from 3 to 5 p.m.
Would you like to take the honors today?
I will take the honors. I forgot to ask, Dog, with Valentine's Day, is Kelsey Plum Arsenal in your plans at all today, Dog?
I think she's got unrivaled practice, so I'll get back to you on that.
All right, sounds good. My opening take has to do with Stephen A. Smith. And if you guys watch CBS News Sunday morning, tomorrow morning, you're going to see the interview. And he has actually said he has considered running for president of the United States. And he's made some arguments that are actually pretty good arguments, basically saying that he's not a Republican, he's not a Democrat, he considers himself more independent. He feels that both parties are going down the wrong path, and that he feels like he's good at debate, which I agree with. I mean, that's what he does for a living, and that he could provide some fresh ideas because he's not a politician, and that he could actually potentially lead this country in the right direction. And it's interesting because, normally we'd probably sit here, Mike and Dog, and say, come on, he doesn't have a chance. But people said that about Donald Trump, that no way that would he have a chance. So it'd be interesting. I want to see how this evolves. I would love to see what his platform is. If this is just talk to get ratings, I don't know. But he seems genuine about the possibility that this could be something that he would consider. Thoughts?
Somebody already broke the mold on that. And I was, 10 years ago, 12 years ago, said no chance.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it could happen. You and I differ on how it's been going, but I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I'm actually speechless about it because it'd be stupid of me to say, "Oh, he'll never get elected."
No, we can't say that. There's been a precedent set. We can never ever say that again.
No. So I don't necessarily.
We don't know. We don't even know what he
stands.
We don't know what he stands for.
I have no idea. So I have no comment. I guess I have no comment.
I have no comment.
This
is a talk show. You must have a comment.
I don't know what to say, but I don't know what side to take besides, I mean, you're an idiot to think that he can't win.
Correct.
Based on what's happened, you're an idiot to think that you can't win.
And the fact that he is, at least we don't know anything about his platform, of course, but the fact that what we do know is he's coming out and saying that the Democrats have it wrong, the Republicans have it wrong, and potentially I have it right, being Stephen A. Smith. So we'll see. Doug, what are your thoughts?
Feels like a populist message. Feels like another celebrity that wants more power. No thanks.
Yeah, I mean, on the surface, I am with Dog on this. I'm no thanks. That's not the direction I necessarily want to go. But I'm saying that not knowing what his platform is.
Right.
So
I think it's interesting.
However, no.
Because he could debate doesn't mean that he's a good president. Would be a good president.
Of course. No. Yeah. Of course. I mean,
but for him to say that.
Yeah. But I would say that he'd like to go out there and debate these guys. Is what he said.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not debating him on the trade value of Giannis.
Right.
Right. But again, you'd be naive to think.
You'd be naive, and I think this is a good. I mean, I think everybody should be, instead of just dismissing this. I think people should be like, all right, I need to take a closer look at this and see if this could actually become reality, because it happened before.
Yes, I think anybody who discounts it or dismisses it is being naive, being short-sighted, because it could definitely happen. So you might as well investigate them.
Correct. Agreed.
Right. You want to debate these candidates? Well, get them on your Sirius XM satellite radio show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, he does have
stage.
Yeah, he has a microphone.
He could complicate things. Somebody like that could complicate them because he has the radio show.
Sure.
He has that media exposure.
Yeah.
And if you look at fair access for candidates and all those kinds of things.
He has got a large fan base. I mean, I like Stephen A. Smith. So I enjoy.
I think Stephen A. Smith is a love him or hate him kind of guy.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the percentages would be.
Yeah.
But
I like him.
I'm just going to say that.
McAfee for vice president.
There you go, Dog.
I've got a little bit more of a surprise and a little bit more of a positive take. And I've been harsh on the NBA since day one.
Yeah.
I don't like the way that league is run compared to NCAA basketball. It's not a basketball take.
Mm-hmm.
It's an NBA. I don't like how the game is developed in the NBA. I don't like how and you mentioned it last week, how the players pick their own teams,
right?
And the power that a few players have over the rest of the league. I don't like the style of play generally, where it's more 3-pointer shot than 2-pointers.
Mhm.
I don't like that the fact that the NBA All-Star Weekend is more of a networking opportunity for players to pick their teams for next year.
Right.
I don't like how players sit out games before the NBA All-Star Weekend
So they can be rested.
so they can be rested. Right. And so there's a lot of things
Right.
in the NBA I do not like. One of the things that I did not like was the tanking that happened.
Yeah.
The draft class that's coming out, the freshman draft class in the NCAA basketball is incredible.
Yeah, it's loaded.
Like
Yeah.
top 10 players all over the place. And you have multiple teams now that were tanking, like outwardly tanking. We've talked about management days before.
Right.
You have teams like the Utah Jazz that would be winning games and then would take their star players out in the fourth quarter of a 2-point game,
Yeah.
just so that
Just
they
so
could
they
lose
could
the game.
Yeah.
And so Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, wants to put a stop to this. And he came out and says overt behavior like this that prioritizes draft position over winning undermines the foundation of NBA competition, and we will respond accordingly to any further actions that compromise the integrity of our games. Additionally, we are working with our competition committee and board of governors to implement further measures to root out this type of conduct. Adam Silver has drawn a line in the sand
Yep.
and says we are not going to be tanking. And he fined $500,000 to the teams that were tanking, $100,000 to coaches. I mean, he was dropping
Dropping them,
the hammer on these guys.
Fine here, fine there.
And I want to applaud him that when you go to a game, when you pay a couple $100 for a ticket to go to a game, which is ridiculous in itself, but you pay a lot of money to
Paying
go
it,
to the
sure.
game. You expect that there's one team is trying to beat the other team.
Yes.
That it's not going. You're not going to see, no offense, dog, a WWE wrestling match where the outcome is predetermined.
Right.
You're not going to see a play where there's a script.
Right.
You're going to see the art of competition between two teams
Yeah.
where you're rooting for a team to play and you're trusting that not only the players are putting in their full amount, but the coaches are putting in the full and the general manager is
Right.
putting in their full effort. And everybody in the organization is singularly invested in winning that game.
Correct.
That's not happening. That's not happening. You have upper management that is reaching down to coaches that's saying, no, we want to, get at least a top 5 pick next year because so-and-so is coming out in the draft. We saw what's happened with Cooper Flagg and the Dallas Mavericks
Mhm.
that, it completely changed their, organization around. Everybody's watching Dallas right now because of Cooper Flagg. We want that. And we're going to sacrifice these games for a bigger picture, which now delegitimizes, I don't know if that's a word, illegitimizes
Illegitimate.
the competition that you paid a lot of money to go see.
Right.
And Adam Silver is saying, no, we are not going to.
I mean, by tanking, you're changing the game completely because you're allowing other teams to get wins that could put them in different, obviously playoff positions, things like that. And you're taking it away from the fan, right? The fan experience. You mentioned this. Like, you don't want to go to a game when your team purposely tanks.
Right.
I mean, you're going there as a fan to watch your team win. And
This is not just a basketball, and this is the topic of our poll question. We're going to run out of time, so we'll have to do the poll question later.
Yeah.
But we've seen the NFL do it.
Yeah.
We've seen the NHL do it. We've seen Major League Baseball do it. They get to September and they got all these AAA call-ups
Right.
and it's not your Major League roster anymore because they're, obviously,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if you don't make the playoffs. It doesn't matter.
and to be the conspiracy theorist, what role does Vegas play in some of this?
Well,
And there's potential role there where, what is the top draft pick going to go to this team, that team?
Right.
And do they have some influence? I don't know the answer to that, but possibly.
Adam Silver's trying to root it out. I applaud him. I am applauding the NBA that this is happening, and I think it has to happen across all sports.
Agreed.
So nice job. All right. We'll be right back with Josh Spalding calling in. I believe he's in Cortina for the Olympic update.
News, traffic, weather, and discussion. Available to you anytime, anywhere with the always free to download Pulse of New Hampshire app.
Do you want to keep your home comfortable and take advantage of savings? Call the trusted heating and cooling professionals at Ethical Home Pro, serving Bedford and surrounding areas. From heating repairs to system replacements and routine maintenance, Ethical Home Pro does it all. They service every type of system, from gas, oil, heat pumps, and ductless mini splits. Now get ready for some great deals. If your heating system isn't working properly, mention this ad and receive 10% off any heating repair. Thinking about replacing your system? Ethical Home Pro offers free replacement estimates, convenient financing options, and 10% off your system replacement when you mention this ad. And if your system just needs a little care, schedule a tune-up and take $20 off your heating maintenance service when you mention this ad. Ethical Home Pro, your long-trusted heating and cooling professionals. Offers cannot be combined with any other promotion.
We do things the right way, the ethical way. Ethical Home Pro. Ethical Home Pro.
Hey, why is your house always the perfect temperature while mine feels like a sauna in July and an igloo in January?
Simple. I called Triumph Home Services. They set me up with a Mitsubishi electric heat pump, one system that heats and cools. It's energy efficient, reliable, and super quiet.
Wait, so it replaces both the furnace and the AC?
Exactly. Oh, and get this, because Triumph Home Services is an elite diamond contractor with Mitsubishi Electric, you'll get a 12-year compressor and parts warranty.
Wow, that's amazing.
And you may qualify for a tax credit for up to $2,000.
Wow.
And Triumph's experts, they know how to install, replace, repair, and maintain everything the right way.
Is there financing?
Yes, check into their Comfort Club and you won't have to worry about a thing.
I'm sold. Where do I sign up?
Just go to triumphhc.com for a free quote.
Triumph Home Services, champions of home comfort. See all their services or get an instant quote at triumphhc.com.
Hey, this is Mike Dene alongside Charlie Hossack from Mike and the Hoss.
You know what I love about getting away to the coast? That fresh, clean feeling.
What if you could get that feeling anywhere? That's what drinking Maine Love water is like.
It's true. It's sourced from pristine Maine water, and you can taste the difference. It's so crisp and refreshing, and it comes in recyclable aluminum cans, not plastic.
Whether you choose their pure water or their feel-good flavored seltzers, you're getting simple, sustainable, feel-good hydration.
That's Maine Love. Bring that clean Maine feeling home with you.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side, your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. And now, during our President's Day sale, take 50% off our limited edition bed, plus free premium delivery with any bed and base. Ends Monday. Only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
Coming up at noon, we talk tech with Jim Commando. In the meantime, we're back to Mike and the Hoss on the Pulse of New Hampshire.
Mike and the Hoss on the airwaves blast. Talking New England sports, they got the facts. Coaches and teachers making it clear. Whoop, 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 mornings filled with cheer.
I like that one. We haven't heard that one in a while.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Good
like
pick, Doug.
That's pretty good. We are fortunate to a friend of the show, Josh Spalding of Salmon Sports, makes it a point to go out to the Olympics, and he's either in Cortina or Milan. I'm not really sure where Josh is calling from right now, but Josh is calling to give us an update on the Winter Olympics. Josh, how are you?
Not too bad, and I am in neither Cortina nor Milan. So yeah.
What do I know?
Where are you? I am in a tiny little village called Santa Maddalena in the Val de Cassis, which is about 4 miles from the Austrian border. I'm probably about 40 minutes from Antholz, where the biathlon takes place, and about an hour plus, hour 15 from Cortina. So right kind of between those two places. It's a tiny little village. That's where my hotel is. That's where I am right now.
Sorry, Josh. Hey, thanks again for calling in. Are you going to watch the biathlon today?
Not today. I didn't go today. That already went about 2 hours ago. They had the women's sprint biathlon today. When I do biathlon, I do it for Sean Doherty out of Kennett High School. So I do the men's biathlon for the most part. So that's what I've seen him a couple times. But today I didn't go to any Olympic events. I did a lot of other stuff. I've done a couple interviews and those type of things. So I've been kind of just getting work done, and I went out and explored a little bit in one of the towns down in the valley, and then I kind of moving around tomorrow. I'm hoping to get over and see alpine skiing, so we'll see how that goes if transportation allows.
Josh, it's been a week since we talked to you. What have you been up to over the last week? What are some of the events that you caught, some special moments, things that you remember?
Yeah, well, I mean, I went to since I talked to you guys last, I did go from Milan up into the mountains. I came up here. I guess it was Monday. I came up into the mountains on Monday. Took me about 8 hours to get up here. A train ride, a couple buses, all things mixed together. It was about a total of 8 hours. And since I've been here, I've been to the biathlon twice. I went to the women's Super G the other day, which didn't go so well for the Americans. I saw a little bit of sliding the other day with the luge doubles. I saw a little bit of curling. The U.S. lost the one I was at. They're not doing well when I'm there. I guess that's kind of how it goes. So I kind of been seeing a little bit of things. It's tough. The distance between everything makes it so difficult to see where you want to see if you want to see things, and that part of it is difficult just because of how far apart everything is.
Josh, I did catch it on social media. I don't know if you were there for this. There's actually curling drama between the U.S. and Canada. Were you there for that drama, the accusation of cheating, or have you been?
I wasn't there for the Canada one. No, I'm pretty sure I saw probably the same stuff you had online. Just the fact that they thought that somebody was just pushing the stone a little too far, I guess, and that didn't go over so well. And then one of the other teams called out the Canadian team, and yeah, there's all sorts of stuff going on. And it wasn't, I wasn't there for that match. That was I think that was yesterday. I was there a couple days ago. So,
Josh, I've been reading your blogs. Thanks for keeping us up to date with that. And I did see you got yourself a ticket to the closing ceremonies. Tell us about that.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, I just, these type of things are the opening, closing ceremony are high demand events. So you have to apply for tickets, and you have to apply through your national organization. So mine obviously would be Team USA. So I applied. I didn't, honestly, it's a small, relatively speaking, it's a small stadium. It's Verona. It's famous. It's world famous. It's very, very old. But it's just I wasn't expecting to get a seat just because of the smallness of it and how many people wanted to get in there and wanted to be there. I was sure. So yeah, so it's going to be interesting. I'm intrigued to see how they're going to make it work because Verona is a few hours from Milan by train. So we'll have to get everybody there and most people back to Milan in many cases. So I'm curious to see how they're going to do that. But yeah, I'm excited to see it. I don't know what it's going to be like. I've seen a couple now, but you never know. Everything's different, and we'll see a handoff to France for the next Olympics after that, and we'll see what happens.
Josh, is this the most spread out Olympics that you've been to? You seem to be spending a lot of time traveling in between events.
Oh, by far. This is not just the one that I've been to. This is just the most spread out Olympics ever. Not counting, the random one-offs like, Paris did the surfing in Tahiti last year and things like that. The random one-off things that happened. But yeah, this is by far the most spread out Olympics I think they've ever had. They kind of changed the model a couple years back for the bidding process, because the bidding process was getting ridiculous and they were spending way too much money, and so people were just not bidding anymore because it was getting so expensive. So they changed the process a little bit, and they put an emphasis on using existing venues and existing facilities and trying to work it into the community better. And so what Italy came up with here was just using all these world-class venues that they have. I mean, Cortina is a world-class alpine facility. The Anthos with biathlon is basically the best biathlon facility in the entire world. It's the birth of biathlon, essentially. It's, there's these massive in Bormio where the men's alpine is, same thing. It's a world-class venue. So these amazing venues that they can use, and they say, let's just use them and we'll work around that. And if you have a car, you're getting around probably much easier. Van or vehicles of your own. If you're relying on the buses in northern Italy, you might be up for a little bit of a surprise if they show up on time or whatnot. With traffic, obviously everything's delayed, and there's a lot. There's a lot of travel. I'm used to traveling a lot in the Olympics. Like usually, if you have to go from a base area to a mountain area, it's usually about an hour ride, and yeah, that's fine. Hour's fine, but if you're like, I couldn't do that now. I couldn't go down and watch men's hockey tonight, get on a train and be back at my hotel in 2 hours. It's not possible. So yeah, if that part of it's difficult. It's frustrating for me just because I'm the kind of person who likes to go to every single venue if I can see them and see different events. And like today, I didn't go to an event, and that's weird for me because usually I do, but it was just nothing easily accessible that I could get to at a decent time and get back at a decent time. So.
Josh, that was a good segue about hockey. Are you going to have an opportunity? Will you be back to see any of the medal round games?
If I will be back in Milan for the gold medal game. The gold medal game is the same day as the closing ceremony. Whether I'll be able to go to the gold medal game or I'll have to be on a train somewhere to Verona at that point, I don't know. But the gold medal game is the day of the closing ceremony. So it's one of those things that happens the day before the closing ceremony. I think the bronze medal game is on Saturday. I'm traveling on Saturday back, assuming I booked a correct ticket. I'm traveling on Saturday back down to Milan. So we'll see how that works out, whether I get to a bronze medal game or not, but we'll see.
Josh, being there, what is the storylines that are everybody's talking about, that people are talking about, the events on the street? What is being talked about as far as the Olympics go?
Well, I mean, I think there's a lot of discussion about this spread out nature of the games and how it's interesting and it's different, and people aren't, the athletes. It's harder for the athletes to go and support each other if they want to support each other, which can be tough. If you're, I mean, the Cortina is the village of Cortina, which is absolutely beautiful, and I would highly recommend anyone visit if they have a chance, just not during the Olympics. The Alpine Center is there for the women, and the curling center is there, and the sliding center is there. So there's like three things all within 3 miles of each other. That's great. And you go down to Milan, and there's 2 hockey arenas and a figure skating arena, and those are all within 45-minute subway rides of each other. So that type of stuff's good. But I think that part of it is just that they're not getting to see. The Alpine men can't support the Alpine women, at least not easily, if they wanted to, and vice versa, just because they're in different sides of the country, and getting to and from these places is difficult. I think that's kind of been one of the big things. I mean, as far as Team USA goes, I think Ilya Malinen's falls last night in the figure skating were a shock to everybody, considering he's considered the best in the world, and he just didn't have a good night. Team USA also, I think that the medals for the moguls, young ladies in the moguls, which was pretty impressive. They had gold and silver in the regular event, and then they won silver and bronze in the dual event today, which makes them the first women first anybody in the history of mogul skiing to win more than one medal in an Olympics, because it was the first time they've had dual moguls. So, that's pretty cool that, and Jalen Koff became the most decorated mogul skier in U.S. history. So there's a lot of good stuff for the U.S. particularly, I mean, I think that right now I'm getting ready to watch Jordan Stolz in go for his second medal, the speed skating, superstar of the United States, who's expected to be a pretty heavy medal contender here for more than 2 or 3 medals if possible. So there's a lot of good things going on. I think you just have to look past some of the tougher things. Like, I mean, I'm watching right now. I'm watching on my computer. I'm watching on HBO Max because that was part of the deal. They gave us HBO Max so that we could follow things that we couldn't be at. So that part of it's good anyway. So I can see what's going on anywhere I want to when I want to.
Well, that's great. Well, Josh, we always appreciate hearing from you and talking when you're at the Olympics. We're hoping maybe we can connect one more time before you go home. We'll reach out after the show. But my last question for you, and I know it was one of the questions I had asked last week, have you had an opportunity to experience some authentic Italian food?
Well, I guess it depends what you mean by authentic, Charlie. Like, I mean, I'm not eating McDonald's every night, if that's what you want to know. I did, the venues, this is interesting. A lot of my time I spend, in the venues, and I use the venue centers if I'm in there, just because it's convenient. They actually have actual food, like they have the standard sandwiches and pizzas, but they actually every time you go in, they have like a meal of the day, and they have a couple different choices where you can choose something, and it's like actual, basically home cooked meal. I mean, I know it's not cooked in somebody's home, but
right.
I had roast pork and potatoes. The other day. No, but my hotel here where I'm staying right now is a very small family hotel, and they make delicious food. Like we have dinner at night. Like I try to get back here for dinner at night because it's delicious. Their cooking is fantastic. And I mean, it's different. It's not your standard Italian just because of where we are. Like the Italy, many different regions of Italy cook differently and have very different tastes.
Right.
I did have my first non-venue pizza the other day. It was very good. So I guess I would expect that. So yeah, I mean, I'm eating food that's not just the standard. And I've only been to McDonald's once. So, and that was back in the lawn a week ago.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with
that, Josh. Yeah. All right.
All right, Josh. Thanks again for. We'll catch up with you hopefully again.
Yeah.
And really appreciate you calling in.
Thanks, Josh. We appreciate you.
Hey,
Safe
no
travel.
problem.
Yeah.
Have a
Have
great
fun
day.
and be safe. Okay. You too. All right.
Josh,
Yeah.
brought to you by.
New Hampshire Sports is brought to you by Bailey's Bubble. Family owned and operated Bailey's Bubble in downtown Wolfboro serves the finest ice cream in the state from May through October. If you can't make it to Wolfboro for ice cream, you can still order their hot fudge, panucci, and butterscotch sauces at baileysbubble.com. My favorite sauce is their homemade hot fudge. When placing your order, don't forget to tell them that Mike and the Hoss sent you.
All right, we'll be right back with trivia.
This is the Pulse of New Hampshire, 107.7 WTPL.
Our lot's filled like a snow globe. We've got cars galore. Snow is coming, so don't make us choke. At Hillsborough Ford and Jeep Ram, you see, we're not snow removal, we're your dealership's free. Claim your dream car before it wears a snowy red. Please. Avalanche of autos ready for you to check out. Our deals are blazing, that's what it's all about. We'd rather sell inventory than deal just snowplow. Hurry on over, make that purchase now. Head to the hills, Hillsborough Ford and Jeep Ram.
Here at LaChance Water Filtration, we're proud to announce that we have been voted Best of the Lakes region for water treatment once again. With over 20 years of experience, LaChance has seen all kinds of water quality disasters, but our expertise continues to come out on top. LaChance has won Best of the Lakes the last 3 years. Unfortunately, there's no such thing as a one-size-fits-all water filtration system. At LaChance, we tailor our filtration systems to your specific water quality and your specific wants and needs. Whether you want to remove stains, make your water safe to drink, or just want a little bit of extra peace of mind, LaChance Water Filtration can help you. After all, customer satisfaction is what won us Best of the Lakes region in the first place. Give LaChance Water Filtration a call at 603-732-2533, visit our showroom at 200 Laconia Road in Tilton, New Hampshire, or contact us at lachancewaterfiltration.com to find out how we can make your water be better than bottled.
Back with Bill from Genrose. And Bill, last time we talked, I didn't get to ask you about your pricing when it comes to your stone and tile. What separates you guys from the big box stores, for real?
Well, we buy from all the largest manufacturers in the world, so we've got everything from build-a-grade tile that looks great, price is right, or to your high-end stuff that everybody wants, maybe in a custom master bath, still priced right, and the quality is always going to be there.
Okay, Bill, now we know about the tile and the interior. Well, let's talk pavers and outside. What you got?
Yeah, well, they're making porcelain pavers now for the outdoor world, which gives us different sizes, different colors, options than what they have for the old-fashioned cement pavers that have been used for 100 years.
Right.
They last forever.
And the colors?
And the colors are great. We can even match the same colors to your outdoor porcelain pavers as your inside porcelain tiles.
Excellent. Well, I guess all that's left to do is to let them know how to get there.
We're located in Pembroke, Merrimack, and Intervale, or genrose.com.
Get in touch with the show anytime at thepulseofnh.com and on the free-to-download Pulse of NH app. Now, back to Mike and the Hoss on the Pulse of New Hampshire.
Mike and the Hoss on the radio waves. Teachers by day, coaches making plays. Sports talking kings of Wolfboro town. Husbands, fathers, where heroes are found.
I know what I say it every time, but I'm really thankful that we have Josh to be able to call in from the Olympics to give us that inside information that you don't see on TV. You don't get it from the national broadcasts.
No.
About what's going on, what's life like on the ground.
Yeah, right. I mean, and it's the perspective of Josh too, being able to not only call in but to share with us. I mean, it took him 8 hours. That's I mean, it's crazy to get to where he is in the mountains and how spread out it is. But it's great. It's always great to hear from him. I wonder what he's going to do, by the way, with the Olympics coming to the United States. It's going to be down in Los Angeles.
Is it? I mean, it's how spread out is it going to be in Los Angeles?
Well, he had already told us, right? Because it's going to be some in Los Angeles and some wherever on the East Coast because of the different I want to say it's the Whitewater Rafting Center or something, whatever it is.
All right, time for trivia.
Trivia today is actually sponsored by Bailey's Bubble. We love us some Bailey's Bubble, best ice cream on earth. So Bailey's Bubble, thank you so much. You have a chance to win a gift card to Bailey's Bubble. They will be opening up in May, and you can May through October. And if you don't want to, or you can't get to Wolfboro, you certainly could use that card, that gift card to order some hot fudge sauce. Okay. Who holds the record for the highest voting percentage ever received for election into the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame? Who holds the record for the highest voting percentage ever received for being selected or elected into the MLB Hall of Fame? If you know, 603
Hall of Fame.
603-228-2080, 603-228-2080. And just to piggyback on what Dog said, for me, it's the only Hall of Fame that matters.
Okay.
Major League Baseball. Well, it's the most prestigious.
I think Dog is saying it's the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it's the baseball. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, right. It's not. Yeah, it's the Baseball Hall of Fame. Right. It's not run by Major League Baseball. But it's the most prestigious.
Speaking of baseball, while we wait for the phone to ring, I'm excited for baseball season, and this was gonna be an opening take of mine, and now that the Red Sox roster is starting to come to form, I'm wondering if Craig Breslow deserves a little bit of credit.
Oh,
now,
my goodness, Mike.
I know
you giving credit to Craig Breslow.
Here's the lineup. We know that the pitching staff is going to be
top three.
Top three. I think that's fair. My AI app had it as mid-tier, but I think it's a little bit better than mid-tier if you look at it.
Yeah.
But you got Roman Anthony.
Yeah.
Who there are legitimate odds for MVP.
Have you seen him? He put on, hold on. He put on like 15 pounds. He looks like a stud.
Yep. Trevor Story.
Yep.
We know what Trevor Story is.
We love Trevor Story.
Wilson Contreras.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Jarren Duran,
yeah.
who is undervalued in terms of Red Sox Nation, but nationally, he's considered a top 5 outfielder.
He is.
Think about that. So
that's wild.
Jarren Duran.
Yeah.
William Contreras. That's somebody that they picked up as for first base.
First base.
22 home run guy, 804 OPS, legit hitter.
Yeah, that is.
Wilyer Abreu.
Yeah.
He's going to play right field. He has done every year that he's been able to play when he hasn't been injured. He's done a really nice job.
Yeah.
Carlos Tavares was a rookie last year.
Yeah. And a catcher.
As a catcher.
Yeah.
Good numbers. 231 average, 9 home runs, 34 RBIs.
Yeah.
Is he the greatest catcher in the league? Absolutely not, but serviceable.
I like that. I knew the term was coming. Serviceable.
Yes.
I like that. Yes.
At second base, Marcelo Mayer.
Yes.
Was potentially a number 1 pick. The Red Sox got him number 3 because he fell.
Mm-hmm.
A little injury prone. If he stays healthy, when he was in last year before he got hurt, he was looking pretty good.
Definitely.
This week
they just picked someone up. Yeah.
The Red Sox traded for Caleb Durbin from the Milwaukee Brewers, I believe, and he was second in the Rookie of the Year voting last year.
Yeah.
He's a third baseman. He's obviously there to
fill the Bregman spot.
Yeah. Second in the year for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
They have him under control for probably at least 5 years if he was, considered Rookie of the Year last year. 247 average. Great defensively, steals bases.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm sorry. Then in center field, one of the best defensive, outfielders is Ceddanne Rafaela.
Yes.
The lineup is legit. There's not a lot of holes in the lineup. No. Do they have an Aaron Judge or a Shohei Ohtani?
No real superstars.
No, they don't have that. But is it a lineup that's going to probably win some games?
Yeah.
It is. I think it's a lineup you can get behind. Now, Craig Breslow is under obviously spending handcuffs. They're below the luxury tax,
Yes.
all that kind of stuff. And I get it. I am not excusing the Red Sox organization for not spending money. Don't get me wrong. But under the constraints that he has, I think Breslow has a decent lineup here. It's decent.
Yeah.
And, the Red Sox are looking at, we haven't done our win predictions yet, but if they're mid 80s to low
I was going to
90s,
say, I mean, if the Red Sox could get between 88 to 91 wins,
they're a playoff team.
Absolutely.
They're a
And
playoff
then anything
team.
can happen in the
And
playoffs.
they were a playoff team last year.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. I think that Breslow deserves a little bit of credit under the restraints that he's under.
I was going to say, I mean, you're right.
I am
Handcuff
not
is a good way.
I am not excusing ownership. Ownership should be spending. We should be excited about free agent signings. But the way that the free agent signings have gone, Kyle Tucker getting $60 million.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's for he has $60 million. He has the same stat line as Wilson Contreras, 22 home runs, 263 average.
Right.
So think about that. So would you rather have Kyle Tucker at 60 or Wilson
Of course,
Contreras at
I would rather have Contreras, of course.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's,
Here's the one stain on the Red Sox that I don't like. I don't like Casas.
Did I mention Casas?
No, he's just a weird dude. Like, I think they need to move on from him. I don't mind weird, and I think you may have said this, you need to have weird after you've done something. You have to have it produced.
Yes, that was on X.
Yes. Yeah, if you can't be weird until you produce. Then feel free to be weird.
Yeah, there's no being eccentric.
Yeah.
If you're just a bench player.
Yeah.
It doesn't
So
work.
Tristan Casas, the Red Sox have to figure out what they're going to do with him.
And we're going to talk about this next. Obviously we're turning the page to baseball. The ABS system, ABS challenge system
And the
is
MLB.
coming.
Yeah.
And that's the automated balls and strikes thing where they're
Yeah.
going to be tapping heads. I did a little bit of breakdown of that.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. I
Yeah.
think that's going to be fun to watch.
And I like it because it's just the batter, the pitcher, and the catcher. It's not the dugout.
It's
not
not a
the,
lot.
it's not the second baseman. It's
It-
not the runner on second.
It has to be within a couple
Yeah.
seconds. And if the umpire feels that the batter's decision or the catcher's decision is influenced by anybody else, then it doesn't count. They can wave off the challenge.
And I also like the thing that it's going to be put up on the big screen.
It-
You're
as
going
a
to have the
cartoon.
animated.
An
You're
animated.
going to have the animated pitch so everybody there can see it. And did you see Chris Sale's comments?
No.
Chris Sale came out and said, "I will never challenge a pitch." And I appreciated this because he said that's the umpire's job.
Did you know that half of the Major League Baseball teams have said the pitchers are not going to be allowed to challenge pitches?
Interesting.
It's going to be it's going to be up to the catcher.
Catcher, yeah. The catcher probably has.
Well,
the catcher has the best view,
but you only get
the catcher
two.
and the umpire.
You only get two.
You only get two, but you can continue to get two if you get it right.
Yes, but can you see the guy that always thinks that the ball's a ball,
Yeah, that's
and the first two, he's going to be that man's head, and he's going
Verlander
to
might
be
be
using
doing that
They
all
lose
day
him
long.
in the first
Trying to
5
save his career in Detroit. So Verlander may be one of those guys. Like, no, I think that was a ball, a strike. Let me challenge that. Oh,
Let me give trivia one more time before we go to break. Who holds the record for the highest voting percentage ever received for election into the Baseball Hall of Fame? 603-228-2080, 603-228-2080.
All right, we'll be right back with a game that Charlie has.
News, information, and discussion. This is 107.7 WTPL.
Hey, this is Dr. Stephanie from Crossroads Chiropractic. I'm about to call one of our practice members. Lisa?
Hi there.
I'm on the phone with Lisa. She's one of our favorite practice members. Lisa, how long have you been getting adjusted?
Oh, it's been at least 13 years.
What brought you into Crossroads?
Oh, the lower back pain that I was having was horrible. I just popped one day and it just wouldn't go back, and then I started getting sciatica problems.
So we took some x-rays, found the problem, and you started getting adjusted. Initially 3 times a week. Your sciatica got better, but you kept up for wellness visits.
Oh, it's been amazing. The staff is amazing. My treatment's been amazing. I feel so much better. I love that each adjustment feels like a reset for me.
Do you have any advice to someone who's hesitant to get adjusted?
It's worth a shot, and in the end, you're going to be so grateful that you did it.
Give us a call at Crossroads Chiropractic, 603-575-9080. This month, a complete exam with any necessary x-rays is just $59 in Pembroke, Bedford, Meredith, and Epping. Or find us on the web at crossroadschiropractic.com.
Fun Spot, family fun for kids of all ages. Offering over 600 games, including 300 classic arcade games, a 20-lane 10-pin and candlepin bowling center, cash bingo, indoor mini golf, a restaurant, a tavern, and more. If you love pinball, then you've got to check out Fun Spot's Pinball Outpost, featuring a cool sci-fi theme with plenty of pinballs, including Stern's latest games, The Mandalorian, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, James Bond 007, and more. Fun Spot is the largest arcade in the world, and you're invited to come and have fun for you and your family, birthday parties, and group outings. Fun Spot Arcade, 20-lane 10-pin and candlepin bowling center, cash bingo, indoor mini golf, a restaurant, a tavern, and more. Get to Fun Spot, 579 Endicott Street, North Laconia in New Hampshire. It's the largest arcade in the world, and they're open every day. For more details on fun and all the events, go to funspotnh.com. That's funspotnh.com.
Hey, this is Mike Dene alongside Charlie Hossack from Mike and the Hoss.
You know that feeling when you take a sip of water and it's just perfect?
That's the Maine love feeling. We're talking about water sourced from the pristine Sebago Lake in Maine. It's hydration that just hits different.
And it comes in these sleek, recyclable aluminum cans, not plastic. Whether you want crisp, still water, or bubbly flavored seltzer, you're getting that clean Maine taste.
Forget the plastic. Feel the good vibes. Reach for Maine love.
Bring that clean Maine feeling home with you.
At the UPS store, we know being a small business owner means holiday time is still go time. Still get those orders shipped time. And still re-up on stamps and supplies time. That's why this upcoming holiday, while others close up shop, we'll be open. And happy to help you keep being unstoppable. Come into your local store today. Most locations are independently owned. Product services, pricing, and hours of operation may vary. See Center for details. The UPS store. Be unstoppable.
You're listening to the Granite State's own Mike and the Hoss on the Pulse of New Hampshire.
Mike and the Hoss, Sports Talk Classics in New England. Magic broadcast fantastic. Wolfaboro crew where the echoes.
Dog's done a nice job giving us all three kind of genres
Yeah,
for the
that's
music today. So well done, Dog.
He's an expert.
He's also going to give us the poll question for this week and last week. Dog, what do you got?
From last week, will Lindsey Vonn medal at the 2026 Winter Olympics? 55.6% saying yes, 44.4% saying no. This poll aging like sushi at a convenience store in 95-degree weather. Today's poll. Are you in favor of professional sports teams tanking? Yes or no?
All right.
Well, real quick note on the Lindsey Vonn thing. I mean, she had 3 surgeries. She broke her leg in like 4 places, whatever it was.
It's awful.
And it was terrible. And then about 3 or 4 days after the accident, the Olympics came out and said that Lindsey Vonn has withdrawn from the other events. And I said, really?
No, go figure. Oh,
Jeez.
my God.
I didn't know she was on the bubble.
Yeah.
I guess you won't. Yeah.
She's day to day. Gosh. Our last chance for trivia, then we're going to play a game. Who holds the record for the highest voting percentage ever received for election into the Baseball Hall of Fame? If you know, 603-228-2080, 603-228-2080. So Mike said to me, Dog, he said, why don't you create a game? Let's do a game. So I created a game called the Hoss Test. It's 3 headlines. These are three headlines. One of them is fake. So the other 2 were real, right? And I want to see if Dog and Mike have a clue. So if you play the game before, it's really like 2 truths and a lie. But these were actual headlines, and it's New England specific. You guys ready?
I'm ready. Dog.
All right. So I'm going to read. I'm going to read 3 headlines. You're going to tell me which one is fake. Okay. All right. This has to do. Round 1 has to do with the Patriots. The first one. The Patriots ranked bottom 5 in pre-snap motion usage last season. Number 2 is New England met privately with XFL quarterback during their bye week to discuss an evaluation. Number 3 is the team voided veteran incentive clause tied to snap percentage after the scheme change. Those were all headlines in New England sports. Which one is fake?
I'm going to say the XFL one is fake.
You think the XFL one is fake. What do you think, Dog?
XFL.
XFL. You guys are good. The XFL one is fake. The other two headlines were real.
Before we go to round two,
Yes.
we have Mike from Concord with an answer for trivia.
Awesome.
Mike, what do you got?
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Enjoy your show. I think it's Mariano Rivera, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Well done.
Well done. He got on unanimous. He got every single vote. We appreciate you. You're going to get yourself a Bailey's Bubble gift card, and we appreciate that you are listening to the show. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Mike.
Guys, can I make a comment?
Yeah, of course.
please.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever been to Cooperstown? I took my dad there about 7 years ago, and it's worth the trip. It's a great time.
I was there about 30 years ago.
Yeah, and I was there about kind of a cool thing, Mike. I was there about 8 years ago, and I got to actually go. I went to the Hall of Fame induction ceremony. My buddy worked for the MLB and took me, so I was able to take my son. And oh my gosh, you're right, it's amazing. And I'm hoping this year I'm going to actually have an opportunity to spend a week out there as an umpire. I've been asked to go out there to umpire this week, so I'll get a chance to visit again. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
Just
yeah,
good.
it is really nice. When I was there, there was the day we were leaving. There was two high school teams playing on Doubleday Field. It was great.
Oh yeah,
that's awesome.
So it's so fun, and you get to see all. I mean, going through, you get to see all your heroes and stuff. It's just amazing.
Dog.
Oh yeah.
I got to see Mike. I got to see Cal Ripken Jr. and Tony Gwynn get inducted. I was during induction day of 2007, and the roll call. Every single living Hall of Famer was there except Hank Aaron, who was on an ambassador trip with the Atlanta Braves, and I was super angry about that because even Willie Mays, his godson, was approaching the home run record, and Willie, who I think is the greatest baseball player of all time, still made a chance to go there.
You might be right about that, Doug. He was incredible. Yeah.
Mike, if you ever do go back and have a chance to go, if you ever have a chance to go on induction ceremony weekend, which anybody can go to that, the parade is amazing because you're going to see all of the Hall of Famers in the parade, and you get to interact with them, and it's awesome.
Awesome, Mike.
That's cool.
Hey, Mike.
That's
Mike,
cool.
thanks for calling in and giving us a little Cooperstown talk.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Have a good day. Love your show. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. All right, well, let's go. Can we get time for round two?
We got time for
All right,
round two.
Round two, Mike, and Dog, has to do with the Boston Celtics. All right, remember, 3 headlines, 1 is a fake. A league memo reviewed Celtics defensive matchup data sharing practice. Number 2 is the Celtics fined for submitting late injury report ahead of nationally televised game. And number 3, excuse me. The third one is Boston led the NBA in corner 3-point differential during the regular season. Which one is fake?
I'm not sure what corner 3-point differential is.
Okay.
So I'm going with that one.
You're going with the corner 3-point. So shooting 3 points from the corner. All right. What do you think, Doug?
Corner threes. What is that? What?
Corner 3. So that is not fake. They actually do that. That's the 3-point shots from the corner. The one is that there was a league memo reviewed Celtics defensive matchup data sharing during practices. So that's the fake one.
Before we do the third one, if we have a third one, Dog, did you do this week's poll? I wasn't even.
Yeah,
you did this
he
week's
did.
poll.
It was,
He did this week's
It
poll.
was the Lindsey Vaughn. It was the
that's last week's poll.
Oh, my bad.
You didn't do this week's poll.
He did. He did do it. It was about whether or not we expect. Do we support teams tanking?
In favor of professional sports teams tanking, yes or no?
All right. You might,
Dog, I'm not sure Mike is actually in the show with us.
I was getting ready for the next segment. So, all right. So
can I do a Red Sox one?
Let's do one more.
I got time for a Red Sox one. All right. This has to do with the Red Sox. All right. You ready? All right. The Red Sox are among league leaders in pull percentage against left-handed pitching. Boston option reliever, despite a 1.80 ERA due to minor league option flexibility. The team internally debated 6-out save strategy during an April bullpen stretch.
I'm going to say the first one's false because the second two. It's like typical Boston.
Okay.
As far as that goes.
All right. So you think it's the Red Sox among league leaders in pull percentage against left-handed pitching?
Yes.
What do you think, Dog?
Say the third one.
The third one, Dog's got it. The team internally debated 6-out save strategy during April. Who cares about April bullpen session? That is the fake.
But that's perfect Red Sox. All those kinds of things.
Well, we appreciate Josh, and thank you, Mike, for winning the trivia for Bailey's Bubble.
Thanks, Mike, and we'll be back next week with more Mike in the House. Have a great week, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day.